Yes, guys, hope everyone is good. Right. The game yesterday, I'll be honest, from the get go, I made a video. I didn't release it. I didn't want to. Many reasons. First one being it was initial right after the game, and I wasn't in the right mind frame to speak about football or speak about the team or the players, to be honest. I don't want to bring across bad energy like that. I think it's wrong, especially in when people watch a video. I want to make them feel better. I want to make them be positive about some things because there's plenty of doom and gloom out there. In the lead space, it's all doom and gloom. So I don't want to. I want to be wary of what I bring across. I want to be a beacon where people can come to the channel and be positive, or at least find something positive within a negative. We know it's a negative. We lost the game. We lost the lead 3 times in the game. 3 times in the game, which is obviously a glaring negative. But for me, I want to think about the game, the entire game, against the Tottenham side of world class players and a world class coach, one of the best teams in the Premier League on the day. That's what I want to focus on. The other reason being, I was looking on social media at the outright negativity towards the coach and the system and the tactics. People thinking they could do a better job than him. People questioning every single aspect of his tactical plan when we lose. Yet when we win, it's on the players. Yet when we lose, it's on Jesse Marsh. You've got to be consistent. And for me, the goals were entirely nothing to do with the change of system. Nothing at all. In fact, they were due down to individual errors, individual movements where players should have been. And that's why in this video, I'm going to do a little... I watched the game back. I'm going to do a little kind of breakdown of my opinion on what happened and what I saw in those situations where we conceded goals, because the abuse Jesse Marsh is getting, for me, is extremely unfair, and he's only getting it because his name's Jesse Marsh. People have agendas against him, whatever they say. Yes, they want Leeds to win, but they don't want Leeds to win with this guy. They want a new guy. It's the fact. They're going to think they know better than him. They don't. None of us do. We're not in the game. We don't see the side of the game he sees. We don't know who's tired. We don't know what the best system is. We don't know what they do at training. We don't know what works at training. We only see the 90 minutes football game a week. So for me, I'm going to go through how individual mistakes have cost the lead yesterday. Individual errors, mentality, not the system, because it was not the system in my opinion. People can look at the system and bandwagon what a big person's saying by, oh, we didn't win because this happened. And then everyone goes, oh yeah, it's because this happened. No. I'm going to tell you what I think happened. If you disagree, you disagree, but at least just watch the video first and give your opinion. Thank you. Let's get into it. And what I do want to say before we get into the tactical and the individual mistakes, the errors that led to the goal, I want to talk about just quickly talk about the good things in the game, right? Individual performances, some of those outstanding for me. Outstanding. Another goal for him. Oh, I'm so proud of him. I actually thought Adams and Rocket did well in the entire game. However, as you'll see, the individual mistakes, whatever. But I want to talk about on the ball. Rodrigo as well. Rodrigo's got another goal. He's on 9 goals in the Premier League. It's outstanding for him. Outstanding. I'm so proud of him. What a finish, that second one as well. The first one was good as well. But anyway, on the ball, for me, when Spurs allowed us to have the ball, what I saw us being calm. I saw us being patient. And I actually saw us holding the ball well, which earlier on in the season, we wouldn't have done. When they allow us to have the ball, we panic and we try and always play quick and always find a quick, easy way through to goal. But I thought yesterday against Spurs, I thought we were actually very smart in the way we kept the ball. I thought we kept it very well. I thought Adams and Rocker recycled the ball and rotated the ball very well, very quickly and efficiently zipped the passes in. I thought the movement between Aronson, Somerville, Stroud on that side particularly was very good. We're seeing Rasmussen Stark get higher now, which is good. We want that. And that's progress for me, because we're showing there's other sides to how we play, not just the quick going forward football. Excuse me. There's other ways in which we can play and adapt. And we showed that against a good side yesterday, and I thought we were very good in a large part of the game, to be honest with you. We went toe-to-toe with Tottenham Hotspur, who on their day won one of the best sides in the league, with one of the best coaches in the world, with one of the best strikers in the world up top. Kulusevski's one of the best wingers. Like, it's not an easy game. No one's remembering that. Everyone's just talking about the result. This is not an easy game against Tottenham Hotspur at all. They're a great side, right? They're a great side. And to come after it annoyed and very frustrated with the goals that we conceded, after we scored 3 goals against them, for me is progression. The result isn't progression, but what I saw from the players was progression. And these individual mistakes I'm going to talk about, I'm not saying the player's not good enough. I'm saying the area in which they dealt with it was not good enough, because it wasn't. And they'll know that. They'll understand that when they go through their own analysis sessions. They'll understand the areas they should have improved and what should have been better. And the least worry for me is the individual mistakes from players that are usually very reliable. Now, that means they can be rectified like that within a video session. You can rectify that, because it's just turning off at their moments, and it's about understanding when to stay tuned and turned on every second of the game. So yeah, but that's it. Look, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's go into the individual mistakes now and how they did cost us the game in the end. So with the second goal, and I don't need to get into the first goal for obvious reasons. Yeah. Again. This is what happened, and this is before we changed the system. We conceded 2 goals before we changed the system as well, by the way. This is what happened. So obviously, and this is basic, and this is pathetic, to be honest. But this is not a system problem. With the ball at throw in here, Kulusevski's ran off. I can't remember who he started with. I think it's Rocker. He started over here with Rocker. He's ran off. He's obviously told Aronson behind you. He's then pushed up on Bentancur. Royale's threw it in there. Right. Initially there, the problem is Aronson's recovering. There's no recovery, right? He drove into the box. Cooper's come out quite well, to be fair to him. However, having come out, he's not made this tackle. This is the issue. I remember I did a video breakdown a while ago about you have to make your tackles in this system. In any system in football, this is just the basics of football. You have to make your tackles. He's come out there because a quick throw-in where 4 players are not turned on, he's had to react to that. And fair play, because he did, quickly as well. The issue is, he's missed his tackle and he's ended up over here somewhere. He's sliding. Kulusevski's here. Melier's front post, obviously. Cox actually moved. We've moved over one. Cox kind of half and half there. Richarlison's made that run. Rasmus is coming on Richarlison. Perisic is free at the back. The issue here, for me, is this. So where are you? The issue is Kane's here, right? These two. We're not screening where Bentancur's going. He's run in the box. Trying to make up for the mistake. He's run into the box trying to rectify the mistake. Aronson is number 7, not 11. He's here as well. This is where we are. Somerville's walking. Bentancur's just walking here. Just a little jog here. He's not bothered. He's in there. Trying to cut this off. He's in there. So this is what's happened. Because of this one throw and this one losing your tackle, this has happened here. Look at that. No man, no man, no man. These 3, yes. Maybe one floater. Loose ball. Makes sense. However, this is criminal. They've got the ball into Harry Kane here, who's had a shot. Rasmus has come across. Great block, by the way. He's done his job. They've done their job, them two. They've done their job. They're in front of the goal. They're making it difficult for Harry Kane, who hits Rasmus. However, this is the issue. These two are here. Where's Rocker there? And here. Marking no one. Literally, he's pointless. He doesn't need to be there. Rocker does not need to be there at all. If he just swiveled his head... In fact, at this point, Bentancur's still here. Somerville's walking behind him. Not a problem. Sorry, I thought it was Bentancur. It wasn't. It was Davis. So he's not even a problem then. He's not even a problem, which makes it worse. I don't know what number Davies is. But he's just snuck into picture. Don't know, is Rodrigo up there? Is he shouted anything? Don't know, the ball's come out. Every single person in here is ball watching. As he has that shot, he comes past Rasmus. Straight out here. And honestly, like, where's he here? He's here. He's just kind of blocked something here. I don't know what's going on. It's all a mess. But this is what it looks like. This is it. This is what we're doing here. Look. 6 guys marking 2 men. No one's even marking Perisic. 6 guys. Rasmus has come across, done the block. Fair play to you. Bentoncourt's out here. Then I look at this. Strauch's on the edge of the box. Real's nowhere. Is that a system thing? You think Jesse Marsh is saying pack the box, don't mark the men around it? Because Bentoncourt's not being marked. Perisic hasn't been marked. Davis has not been marked. Look at this. And this is before we took a midfielder off, by the way. People saying you took a midfielder off and this happened. This is before that. We had them all. They're all next to the centre-backs in the box trying to rectify a mistake that happened down here. Davis has just got all this time in the world, has a shot, deflects off Rasmus and Meslier and goes in. All this takes is over here, before the ball's even been shot, Rocker doesn't need to be there, gravitate to the edge. That's basic football. Have someone on the edge of the box, that is basic football. It's nothing to do with any system. This is part of every system all over the world. Have someone on the edge of the box. Don't let anyone shoot from the edge of the box. We do that, they don't score. He's either in front of the ball, he's either getting this and clearing it, or he's at least bothering the shot and it's going to force a pass out, and then we do this. You know what I mean? We go over. Whatever. You know? Boom, 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 boom. Boom, whatever. Better shit. Get a crossing then. Go for it. 1v1. That's it. That's their, what, second goal? Before the system changed. That's how deep we were. That's how the players decided not to mark a man or the positional awareness. Every single person just went to ball, saw ball. That has nothing to do with the system. You tell me Jesse Marsh, like, hey, good, we meant that. No, rubbish. Rubbish. That's not how it works. Any normal team would have been like this. 1 midfielder in there. 2 at the edge. 1 watching him, 1 watching him, 1 watching him. He's on the block, fair enough. So we deal with that if it goes out. Second goal, let's go into that. Alright. Second goal. This is where we changed it. This is where we brought Luke Ayling on. Right? This is where apparently the system failed. Right. So the ball's been pinged out here. Ben Davis. Ben Davis is being Ben Davis and Bentoncourt in this, by the way. Ben Davis has just whacked it out. Long ball, decent ball. To Doherty, whatever, has Doth, deal with it. Whatever, right? So he's got a long ball there. Aronson's around here somewhere. Right. He's took a touch and he's crossed it. Now, the situation for the cross is this. This is how we look. Right? This is for the cross. Good shape. Right? It's a good shape. 1v1 there, 1v1 there. Man in the middle there. Man at the back spare in case he comes in. You know, 1v1 here. They had a lot of men on this side. But in there is good. 4v2, really, when you think about it. He's not in the box yet. Adams is in the box, and that's the issue here. So where's Aronson? He's slowly coming back. He's not got back in time. Ball comes in. Ball comes in here. No, not a bad cross. Not a great cross, right? Cooper there. Cock there. They've come in. Everyone's coming here. Like this. Right? Rasmus is good position at the back there for when Perisic comes in. Okay. The problem here is this man here, unfortunately. We all love him. I love him to bits. Tyler Adams. Again. I pick him out because he's my favourite player and I can. It's fine. Right, ball comes in. Cooper wins a header. Your centre back does. Gets in an alright area, edge of the box. Here. Adams is facing our goal. Ball watching. Aronson is now recovering. Not quick enough. The header goes out to Bentoncourt on the edge of the box. Just like Davis. We know what happens. He shoots, he scores. To narrow that down to a system makes no sense to me. Look, the first goal, this is so similar, right? But from a different area. Rocker, who was the midfielder that came off for Ayling, was probably at the fault for not being on the edge of the box. He was the spare man. He didn't need to be where he was. He was just recovering from the mistake because he let the guy run off the back of him. He should have then diverted to the edge of the box, as should have Adams. They both didn't. The problem here is, Ayling's come on. He's got his man in Kane. Rasmus is here. Rasmus is quite close to the ball. Perisic is out here, so he's in two minds. Can I watch? Can I go? That's fine. He's your fullback. However, Adams is in no man's land again. Aaronson is in no man's land. They're both around here. Before the ball's there, when they're here, Bentancur, where is he? It's just at the edge of the box. It's just here. It's been about 4 seconds from that to that. Aaronson is just behind him, recovering. Adams is facing this. He's facing over here. Why is he facing here? He should be side on, facing the ball at all times, scanning. If he scans, if he faces, he's facing the goal. He should be facing this way, scanning around here. Drop back, scan. Me got a message. Scan. It's simple stuff. Simple stuff. If you think that's anything to do with the system, you're wrong. I'm sorry. It's simple mistakes. Cooper's win the header. It's gone to the edge of the box. Should not be a man spare with the edge of the box with this type of space, especially when there's two, even three men around him that could close it down. Adams should not be here looking at the ball. Why is he there? We don't need you to be there. We won the header. That is proof of that. He needs to be on the edge of the box, scanning anything on the edge. That's the job. That's his job. Learn the system. We know what happens. It comes in, goes, boom, shoots, scores, because Adams nowhere near here. He's what, 2-3 metres here? Second that ball comes out, he's turned, he's in front of him. Aaronson is also in front of him. That's where the goals come from. It's that simple. People say, oh yeah, but we had a midfielder on. He is the midfielder, and he was the spare man. That is his job to do that. Aaronson had dropped. This is him. He had to do that, the Tyler. And he had another brilliant game, apart from the red card. He's been one of our best, most consistent players all season, and he's probably going to be the future of our club and good because he deserves it, and he's outstanding. But he's made a mistake here, positionally. And the first goal as well, Rocker made the mistake. Let the man run off him. He recovered into the box. He didn't need to be there. He needs to be sitting on the edge of the box. Is that something we need to work on? Maybe. Is that a system thing? No. It's something you need to work. Everything you work on isn't because of the system. It's because of, where they've been in the past, what they've had to do in the past, getting that out of the mind, doing something that the coach is telling them now. It's difficult in the moment here. But he's got to be here, not here. He's got to be scanning this area. Right, final goal. So this is the setup. Sanchez has received the ball out here into here. And this is the setup. Again, more numbers than them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's right. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Right, this is the setup. This is painful. This is the setup here. Sanchez receives the ball. He's facing this way. Somerville's recovering to get back here. Greenwood's recovering to try cut this area off here, which is what he's meant to do. Cut this off. Cut the lines. Don't let anything in here. Cut that off. That's your job. Right? There. Cut that off. Make them out wide. Cut that off. Doesn't do that. What actually happens is Kulusevski, great movement, comes up here like he's going for the pass. Cooper gets extremely tight. Cooper gets too tight. It's nothing to do with the system. Cooper gets too tight to his man. Individual mistake. Cooper gets too tight to his man. How many times have I say it? Individual mistake. Nothing to do with the system. Right? This pass, Kulusevski then plays it through to Kane, who's coming up here. Like this. Gap here. Fine, fine, fine. All fine. Sanchez plays the ball from here. Kulusevski makes that run. Kane in there. Boom. Cock is tight to him. Cooper's too tight to Kulusevski. He's spun off. Easy pass through. If you think that's system based, and let me tell you why it isn't. Because this initial run here, Cooper thinks he's going to get it. Right? He thinks he's going to pass it into him. Good dummy. Too tight. Done him. In. The scanner and the central midfielder who there's still two of, by the way, is Greenwood. Now, Greenwood is here. And it goes through Greenwood. Greenwood gets his toe, almost gets his toe to it. Look, if he's making that run, you've got to get in there, cut the lines off. That's your job. Cut this line off here, so we don't expose the middle. There's nothing to do with having 5 at the back. We're in a better position here than we were before, because we're man for man with a spare one. There's 2 spare men, actually. You got him in there. Adams is marking Benton Correa. There's not spare. There's no pressure being put on there. You have to cut that out. That's your job. He throws a lazy leg at it. Kane gets it in here. What we know what happens next. Cooper's too tight to Kulusevski. Kulusevski runs off. Ball goes in here. Ignore him. Don't know where he is. Ball goes in here. Kulusevski runs down the line. Cooper's been burnt. Clock has now come over. Try and deal with him, because Cooper's edge of the box somewhere. In the box, they have 1 player. Well, they have 2 player. Doherty here, who's not an option. And Bentancur, who's run off Adams and been passed on to Lugalin. Good. That's what you want, because you want Adams in this area here. Right. Good, we did that this time. Kane's on the edge here. Kane's not even a threat. This is what we look like. Rasmus is at the edge. Adams is here. Aronson's here. Fine. Clock comes into Kulusevski. Dives in. Exit round him. Just like that. Clock's over here. He just took it past him. Too easy. Now there's an issue. So what happens? When he's took it round him, Alien's come over to recover. Oh, look where the spare man is. Doherty's running. Strowik's there. Not there. It's behind him. Behind him. Cooper, not quick enough behind him. Simple square ball pass. Goal. That's 3 individual mistakes. Greenwood has to cut the original pass off. Cooper shouldn't be as tight to his man. Basic defending. Understanding that. Basic mistakes. Cock, when he recovers, has to stand him up and do better as a defender. He has to go across. Recovery run not quick enough. Recovery run not quick enough. Outnumbered. Adams, edge of the box. Probably could not have got over that quick, to be honest. That's the 4th goal. That's the winner. I'd like to know how that system missed. Oh, well, it should have got there at the start. From the start, it's a central midfielder in the system that doesn't cut the ball out. In all 3 attempts, it's a central midfielder that not cut the ball out. If they're not doing their job properly, and you think you can solidify them by putting an extra defender in, which in theory should have worked, blame the manager all you want. Those are the facts of the situation. The midfielders were the ones that didn't pick the men on the edge of the box. The midfielders are the ones that didn't cut the ball out. The defenders are the ones that didn't get tight enough to the man or defend properly. The recovery runs were not quick enough. They were quicker than us. They got there. They wanted it more. It's so easy to blame the coach, and most people still will. People will watch this and go, yeah, whatever. But let's have a discussion then. Let's do it. And that's just the format. That's just it. There's so much more to go into with this. I'm not going to go too deep into it. Those are the goals and knows what happened. Individual mistakes, nothing to do with the system, in my opinion. Yes, so I hope everyone enjoyed that. That's like a little insight into what, just like a small percentage of what I do during the week when I'm busy, uni and doing the analysis stuff. That's kind of what you look into. It's important to understand why things happen, and just saying it's the system or the coach is completely wrong on every level, in my opinion. As an analyst, I do everything I can to rectify individual mistakes, individual errors, to then help the coach. And that's what I'm doing. That's the angle I want to come at. Look, there's so much positivity in this side. Believe me, there is. There's so much good methods. There's so much good areas in this side. There's so much good things about this club at the moment. But we're so good at focusing on the narrative and the negative. So let's just look at where we are. Let's just look at where we are, what we are, our progression and our journey. If you can't see that, you can't see that. Fine, whatever, fair enough. But why can't you see that? Are you giving it a chance? I don't think so. We've shown a lot of good things this year, a lot of good things. Now we've got time off. We've got time to rejuvenate, gather ourselves, proper train every train and train and train, understand the system more, come back bigger, better, stronger, maybe get 1 or 2 January signings. Look, I'm going to do a video on the season so far, probably at the end of the week, next week. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. If you got through this, thank you, I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Please leave a like, this took time. Yeah, I appreciate it, and yeah, thanks for support. The live lamp will be on when we win, by the way. Right, peace.